Sex and Death on the Western Immigrant Trail is an attempt to turn history into a study in human biology. Got interested in the topic by looking at my students in the field who, when we got in some kind of trouble, usually with the vehicle, would divide into two groups. The guys would always be the one who jumped to change the tire, who jumped to push the truck out of where we were stuck. The women would hang back. But if the men couldn't fix the problem, they'd get surly and unhappy, and the women would always become the kind of psychic glue that held everybody together. So I began wondering whether or not, when people got in real trouble, what would men and women act like? I started out with the Donner Party and discovered that in the Donner Party, it was the men doing the really hard work, the men who died earlier, in part because of that. Also in part because the Donner Party got stuck in the snow, and women are better insulated against cold than men are. After I finished that, I wondered if this was just the Donner Party or more groups. So I started studying the Latter-day Saints handcart companies, two of which got stuck in the snow about 10 years after the Donner Party got stuck. And by analyzing them, I discovered exactly the same thing. It was the men who were doing the hard work more than the women were, insofar as that work was not forced to be shared. And it was the men who died at greater rates than the women did. The oldest and the youngest were most at risk. In the end, what I had tried to do, what I think I accomplished doing, was turning what's usually seen as sheer history into an analysis of the impacts of human biology on who lives and who dies in settings of true human tragedy marked by being stuck in the cold for a lengthy period of time.